Hi there, it's Carl. Just a follow-up review and feedback on the Meta AI, the Ray-Ban Meta AI glasses. Here they are. I've had them for, I don't really know, 3 weeks already. Let's put them on. Just responding to many questions, specifically in the blind community. As you know, my previous video was a review from a blindness perspective. First of all, this is not a book reading device. Many people want to buy these and think they can sit down and read a book page by page. It's not going to do that. It's designed to summarize an article or a document. So when you ask it to read you a document, it's going to summarize it in a certain way. And you can follow up with questions like, is there a phone number, email address, whatever. For example, you can hold up a mobile network provider statement and it will tell you it's a statement from so-and-so, and then you can ask them, what do I owe, or what's the contact email address or phone number. There are ways you can get more information off a page. For example, you could say, hey Meta, can you read me the entire document from top to bottom, or can you read me all the text or most of the text or whatever. There's various ways you can get it to give you more information, but it's made to quickly identify things. And that's why I find these glasses more useful than the phone, is if you pick up a piece of paper or something lying around, you can quickly just look at it, in inverted commas, and just say, what is this? And then if you want specific information, you can follow up with questions. The other thing is, it's not a mobility device. You can't walk around with it and expect the glasses to say, hey, be careful, there's a tree, there's a parked car, walk around it, go to your right. But what you can do is you can ask it, can you see any signs? If it says yes, then what's on the signs? What signs are they? What shop am I near? Where's the doorway? Is there a tree in the pathway? Are there low branches? You can ask very specific stuff, but it doesn't do it in real time. So it's very helpful when walking around, but it's not a navigational tool. The third thing is, what I found very helpful is I tend to drop and occasionally lose a sock or something when I'm hanging up washing outside. So what I do is I go to the corner of my courtyard and look diagonally across and say, hey Meta, can you see anything dropped on the floor or any socks lying around? And it says, yes, I see a blue sock. And then you can say, is it in front of me, to my left or right? And it will tell you. So it really helps in finding things that you're not sure if you have dropped or where it is. Otherwise, very helpful around the house, especially in the kitchen. If you pull in something out the freezer or from your spice rack, it will read you what's on the bottle. It will tell you what it is. You can ask it specifically what's in the ingredients. And then you can use general AI, like you can say, hey, but what can I use this in part of a recipe? It can also locate things if you ask specifically for the milk or yogurt in the fridge. But it's not going to take your hand and physically put it on the yogurt. Be aware of it. It's going to try and orientate you. And sometimes it may battle with that if, for example, the label is not turned towards the glasses and it's just going to see a container. It reads LCD screens pretty well. I've had where it tells me what windows are open on my computer, on my laptop, what's on the LCD screen of an appliance, what the current temperature and settings are, and you can ask it specific. And it's pretty good at identifying colors and clothing and stuff. Another very important question, and millions of people, everybody seems to ask me this, especially sighted people, is, does it recognize me, or can it tell me tell you who I am, that sort of thing? And the definite answer is no. There are privacy laws in the US that prevent the glasses from identifying anything around people. It will tell you straight, I cannot identify this type of photo, or something to that effect. So you can point at the person's shirt and say, what color shirt is he or she wearing, for example. That's one way of doing it. Otherwise, the glasses itself, very comfortable. Battery life is very dependent on use. I think taking videos uses the most battery, so it can take up to 3-minute videos. The video stabilization is apparently very good for glasses. I tested it jogging, riding horse, specifically in a trot and canter, and also on the skateboard. Okay, the skateboard's not really relevant, it's smoother, but people say it's very stable. The video quality I've read is equivalent of about an iPhone 11 or 12. And the photos are apparently very good, but all only in portrait at this stage. We're hoping that the firmware will sort that out in the future to get landscape imagery. Yeah, so the battery life all depends on that. If you do the occasional hey Meta, take occasional photo, it's going to be good. If you stream music from your phone, it's pretty average. As I say, videos use the most battery. Hey Meta also fairly. You can turn the Hey Meta feature on and off, the audio prompt. So instead of saying Hey Meta, you can set the tap and hold feature to do Hey Meta, so you don't have the glasses listening for Hey Meta the whole time. That does save about, what uses 1.5 times more the battery if Hey Meta is active, maybe even less. So me, who's hands-free, I prefer Hey Meta enabled. Yeah, listening to music is a pretty good experience. If you have Apple Music like me, or Spotify or Amazon Music, you can actually ask it to play individual songs or playlists. If you're listening to anything else from like your audiobook player or YouTube or whatever, you need to control that from the phone, but the sound will come through the glasses like normal headphones. As I mentioned in my previous video, the audio quality is pretty good for what it is. It's open ear speakers, so it's not going to be the loudest and with the most bass, but it's clear. And also people will hear what you're listening to if they're close to you in a quiet environment and it's fairly loud. You can ask Meta to adjust the volume to whatever, 50, 75% maximum, whatever you like. Basic things that can tell you time, battery percentage. Then another thing is, people ask me, where can you find the battery percentage of your case? So on the MetaView app, in the normal home screen, you got battery, you got your glasses connected and battery percentage at the top left. But to hear both the case and the glasses, you go into settings and then to, I think it's my glasses or something like that. And then it will tell you the battery level of the glasses and the case. Yeah, the case charges the glasses 8 times. So yeah, it can last you up to a week without a charge. It depends how much you use the glasses, and you can charge the case only when it really needs it. Beware, it's not fully waterproof. It's splash proof, so you can have it in light rain and sweat. I haven't run with it on a longer run yet to test like how it sits with sweat. I need to get one of those stretchy rubber band things that can tie onto the arms and around the back of your head. For that sort of thing, I'm a bit nervous to go, in case it slips off, although it fits very securely. I have done some jogging and some riding with it, and it feels secure. Then the other thing is when setting it up, and the VPN issue, when you're not in the US or Canada, and I believe lately Europe is supported, UK, you need to, before you set up the glasses, you can download the MetaView app, but then you need to download a VPN app. Privado VPN is free, but I believe some people have had issues not connecting default to a US server. Try some of the paid versions like, I think it's Surfshark. They have a 7-day trial, others have longer. Then you install the VPN app, connect to a US server, then go to your MetaView app and do the pairing and all that. And then use AI for a while VPN is connected, and then after a day or two, before you have to start paying, disconnect it, and it should continue working without the VPN. Also, change from Wi-Fi to mobile, ensuring you got mobile data, using the VPN for a while so that it can also register using your mobile without VPN. It took me a few days to get my mobile to work without VPN. But different people have slightly different experiences. If it doesn't work on the existing VPN app, try another app. Obviously, unpair the glasses in the app. Forget the Bluetooth connection in your Bluetooth settings. Connect to the US server in another VPN app and try again. Yeah, so that's it on VPN. And then the other thing is, so many people ask me where they can get them. The best option is if you know somebody overseas and you know they specifically are coming to South Africa. That would be your ultimate option. You order it from Ray-Ban or Meta or Amazon, get it delivered to them, let them bring it. Maybe they can get through customs without it being classified as fashion wear, and you get hit 45% if it's electronics, which I hope this is. You should get it free. Like when I came from Australia with my iPhone, I had no issues at customs. The option that I used was, I had a friend who, Shame, actually helped me out in the US, got me a pair, sent it to me. Obviously, I'm paying shipping, but shop around for shipping. It can be anything between $70, I think I saw, up to like $150. So you got to be very careful. The other option, the only problem with that option is if this breaks, you've got to send it back to the US. Now, there are some local options. The one being, and I dealt through these people, they're very helpful. I ordered a pair. Actually, a friend asked me to do it on her behalf. So I did it online totally. It was very accessible, their website, droneworld.co.za. Speak to a lady called Natasha. She's extremely helpful. They had a standard size pair, also black with transition lenses. They had going for $9,799. I believe they got in other pairs, larger and different styles and a bit more expensive. But yeah, talk to them. And then the other site, and I actually spoke to the guy when I was doing research. It's 180 by 2, 180by number 2.co.za. Speak to a guy called Dusty. There's all their contact details on the website. They are generally 9,999 and 10,499. They have the two different sizes and styles with different lens options. The lenses generally make them more expensive. Both those websites do offer some sort of a warranty, but I don't think Ray-Ban will support them in this country yet. I don't know how they support them, if they send them back to the US or to their suppliers, but you will get good support from them. That I know, and I know some blind people have already bought as well. Then, yeah, just a very interesting little thing. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but an optometrist friend of mine spoke to Ray-Ban South Africa at some conference, and they were trying to get their hands on a pair to demo, and they say the demand was so high in the US and Europe that they couldn't get a pair for the conference, but they're very keen in bringing in these glasses as agents. But somehow they leaked to my friend that they would then charge 15K as an agent. As I mentioned, they're not fully supported in terms of AI in South Africa, hence that's why we use the VPN. But I know a lot of people overseas, even in Australia, New Zealand, other African countries, and quite a few other countries that use the VPN method. And yeah, that's just the way it is until Meta or Ray-Ban decide one day to physically support those in these countries. Besides that, not much else. Yeah, I mentioned the video and stuff, quality, the speakers are good. Yeah, what I like about the video is the microphones are pretty good. They are fairly clear and the stereo separation is very good. But yeah, I hope that answers most of your questions. And yeah, continue listening where I'll do some more text extraction or text reading demos. And hope this helps. And thanks for watching. So we're quickly going to try and extract some text off various documents. I've got an A4 page. And then I found an old newspaper that will be very, very challenging, I think. But let's see what we can do. I'll try and focus on what we're reading, but also bringing my phone close to my ear so you can hear the responses. Hey Meta, look, what document am I holding?
You are holding an airline ticket or booking confirmation document.
Can you read me most of the text in that document?
The document appears to be a flight booking confirmation. It includes details such as the airline, flight number, departure and arrival dates, times, and locations. There is also information about ticket prices, payment due dates, and cancellation policies. Additionally, there are notes on visa requirements and carbon emissions.
Can you tell me the departure and arrival airports and aircraft used?
The departure airport is Sydney, Kingsford Smith, and the arrival airport is Johannesburg, OR Tambo Intel. The aircraft used for this flight is a Boeing 787-9.
Why do you take such deep breaths when you respond?
I can't help with that kind of photo or request.
She didn't catch that. She physically does breathe. Not physically, but audibly she does breathe. Hey Meta. Hey Meta. Look, what article am I holding?
You are holding a newspaper with various articles and images. There's at least one photo of people on the page you're looking at. The article appears to be about sports or entertainment, but I can't read any specific details from this distance.
Ah, it's so big. Let's try another distance. Hey Meta. Hey Meta. Look, can you tell me what is on this newspaper? Hey Meta. Look, can you tell me what's on this newspaper?
This appears to be a sports section of a newspaper, with various photos and articles about different teams or athletes.
Can you tell me about any specific team or sport you see on this page?
Cape Town Spurs FC, a soccer team, is featured on this page, currently ranked 16th in the South African Premier Division.
Hey Meta. Look, what can you read on the bottom of this page?
The text on the bottom of this page appears to be an advertisement for a charity event or campaign. It mentions something about adopting animals and supporting animal welfare organizations. The ad includes contact information, such as phone numbers and websites, where people can learn more or get involved.
Can you tell me anything about this organization?
The organization appears to be an animal welfare group, possibly a local SPCA, Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, chapter. They seem to focus on finding homes for animals in need and promoting adoption.
Can you see any photos or images of dogs in this article?
Yes, there are photos of dogs in the article.
Hey Meta, look, can you tell me anything on the top of this page?
The top of the page appears to be a real estate section with various property listings.
There's millions of those in George. Advertising houses are so in demand. Okay, I'm going to try something. I'm going to point somewhere and ask, hey Meta. Hey Meta. Let's just respond. Hey Meta. Hey Meta. Look, what article am I pointing at?
It appears that you are pointing to a section of text, but the words are not clear enough for me to read. Try moving closer or using brighter lighting so I can see what's written more clearly.
Hey Meta, look, what article am I pointing at?
You are pointing at an article about letters. The text appears to be discussing the importance of letter writing and its impact on communication. It seems like a thought-provoking piece that explores the role of written correspondence in our lives.
Hey Meta, look, what text do you see at the bottom of this page?
The text at the bottom of this page appears to be an advertisement for a program that boosts math and science education in Western Cape. The ad features images of people engaging with books, suggesting a focus on learning and development. It seems like it's promoting educational opportunities or resources specifically tailored towards students from underprivileged backgrounds.
Hey Meta, look, what article am I pointing at on this page?
You are pointing at an article about sports in the community. The title of the section is Sports, Community Directories for Running and Fitness Services. It appears to be a list or directory of resources related to running and fitness services in the local area.
Can you find any details for Nedbank Running Club in there?
The Nedbank Running Club recently participated in the Total Sports Women's Race in Cape Town, where Nair suffered a shock defeat, her first in over 5
Yes,
years.
it's not related to this article, that's AI.